What's up, everybody? We are back. Saints and Sinners, Season 5, Episode 2, The Devil You Know. Listen, I watched so many drama shows over the years, but this show keeps you literally on the edge of your seat every damn episode. Every week, it's some craziness jumping off on this show. Every week, it's a mess, and I freaking love it. I'm here for it. First of all, Miles. Lord have mercy. Miles. What the hell is wrong with Miles? Like, he is such. How do I put it? He's not very bright. It's like, what are you doing, Miles? Like, you got a whole alibi. And you don't want to talk about the alibi that can get you out of prison. Like, you are looking at probably death row. We are talking murder. You are looking at 25 to life. And not only do you not want to tell the cops about your alibi, you don't even, you're leaving out information about the night of what happened to Malik. Like, he left that information out, that he went to Malik's office and got into a fist fight. He done left that out. Like, what are you doing, Miles? And he's not even thinking about his son. Like, think about your son. You have an alibi that can pretty much help you get out of prison. It can help you get out this mess. And you don't want to say nothing? Are you stupid? What about your child? But then when Tam show up, oh, how's Austin? Obviously, you're not worried about how that boy doing, because if you were, you'd be moving heaven and earth to get the hell up out of there. I'll be sitting up in that damn courtroom just like this, Your Honor. Yeah, I ain't sitting up in nobody prison. Is you crazy? That man done lost his damn mind. And in my opinion, with Tam, I mean, I understand her situation, but she was pissing me off this episode because I'm like, Tam, come on, I had to agree with Josie. And trust, I don't even like Josie at this point. The reason I don't like Josie is because I understand, Tim and Miles were getting a divorce or they were going through what they were going through. But there's a code. It's like you don't date your best friend's ex, especially their ex-husband. That's a hell to the no. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. You don't do that, especially when you have front row seats to their drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been there throughout all of their marital issues, giving Tim all type of advice and a shoulder to lean on. And then right after they get divorced and she moves on with a new dude or whatever, you gonna start messing with her ex? And you were there for all the drama, like you know all the tea? Like, no, absolutely not. That's some shit you just don't do. Um, but I do agree with Josie. Tim should know Miles better than that. I mean, I've been watching this show for 5 seasons, and hell, I know Miles better than that. Like, let's be real. Miles is a lot of things. He may be an unfaithful husband, he may be, a liar or whatever to an extent, but two things that man is not. One of those is a murderer. He is not no murderer. Two, he ain't no smart thinker. And what I mean by a smart thinker, to kill somebody and plant the body in the mayor's backyard in their pool, Miles ain't doing all that. He ain't got the thought process to do that. He ain't that smart. We that's evident by today's episode. That man don't even want to talk about an alibi that can get him out of prison. So what makes you think he's smart enough to, let me go dump this body in Mayor Ella's pool? He ain't that damn bright. He ain't smart enough to cover up that shit. No, and he ain't capable of murder. I understand where Tam was coming from when she was like, "Oh, anybody could do anything in the heat of the moment," which is true. When you get mad enough, anybody's capable of anything, which is true. You can snap. I ain't gonna lie on that. I ain't gonna hold you. She was telling the truth about that. But you also have to know the person that you're dealing with too. And Miles, I don't care how mad Miles get. Miles ain't gonna kill nobody. That man ain't gonna kill a cockroach, let alone a whole human being, and then dump the body in the pool of the mayor. He ain't that bright to do all that shit. Ain't no way. She should know him. Come on, you done known that man for years. You should know him better than that now. And I do agree with Josie. I feel like Tam is using her personal issues with Miles to basically screw him over. I definitely think that's what she's doing. Because she's still angry with him about the Christie affair. She never fully forgave him for that. And she damn sure was angry with him because he never believed her when she said that their son was still alive and was taken from her. He didn't believe her then. You know what I'm saying? He didn't believe her. And then she got pissed off with him again when he went down there to talk on behalf of Christy to help get her out of jail, to get her out of prison. She was pissed off at him about that. So she was quite a few things I think she's trying to punish him for. And I feel like she's letting her personal issues with him cloud her better sense, her better judgment. And now she mad at Stacia for representing him. And I do agree. I mean, everybody deserves good representation, and even Stacia know that he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Come on now. You should know that man better than that. Stacia's a lawyer. She done seen plenty of killers. Miles ain't no killer. You could look at his eyes and his face and tell that man ain't no thug. He ain't no killer. He ain't about that life. Come on now. Think. Um, I don't see how Stacia is representing him though, because they did talk about that. That is a major conflict of interest. Because I'm like, isn't she still a lawyer for Upsurge? And then on top of that, she used to represent Malik up until he died. So I think it is a major conflict. It is. But he is innocent, so I can see her trying to do that, but it is what it is. Um she told Josie though. Stacia told Josie. She was like, you're gonna have to testify or whatever to get him out. Go public with the fact that you're his alibi. And Josie was making a face like, I don't know about all that. What you mean you don't know? You the one advocating for this man to get out of jail. Well, you're his ticket out of jail. So you need to speak up, boo. And then when she went to Josie had went to Miles and told him, I'ma speak up for you. I'ma tell them that I was with you all night. He said, no, we can't do that. We gotta think about Tim. Excuse me? Forget about Tim. We need to get your ass up out of prison. Fool, you have a son to raise, dum dum. Get up out of here. What is you doing, Miles? Like, you worried about Tim's feelings. You need to be worried about you spending the rest of your damn natural life in prison. That's what you need to worry about. Get on up out of there, fool. So he decided that he was gonna do it or whatever, but he wanted to be the one to tell Tim about the two of them. But when he called Tim to the prison to tell her, she's sitting there talking about she filing for full custody of Austin. Like, Tim is just going low. Like, she is going real low. Like, I do really feel like she's trying to punish this man because she never fully forgave him for his indiscretion. So of course you're using this as the perfect way to, get at him. And Tim is about to be a big fool if she gonna sit there and trust Victor. I'm telling you now, Tim, when Victor came to see her and stuff, talking about, oh, he wants to, respect Malik's final wishes and stuff like that. I'm like, Tim, don't fall for that foolishness. And she's sitting there, oh, he's just as charming as Malik. No, he ain't. No, he is not. That man is of the devil. Hell, I could look in his eyes and tell that man got the devil. He got the mark of Cain on him. Like, you can look at that man and tell something ain't right. He just ticky boom in the head. That man ain't something ain't clicking with him. Absolutely not. Tam better be careful. So anyway, moving on from that, I think Christy is connecting the dots, and I'm happy about it because I was like the main one on Twitter saying, "Oh, Christy need to get the hell away from that doctor." But you know what? She may be the one to connect the dots about what that man really up to, because she was asking him a whole boatload of questions, and he kind of snapped on her and told her to mind her business basically and go sit on down, go do her job or whatnot. So then she ended up, watching that interview or whatever. She ended up watching the interview that Joy was doing on the TV station about the missing girls in Cyprus and stuff like that. And she started connecting the dots about that one girl that came up in there, Jessica, and how she died and all that, and her mom and all them talking about she missing and stuff like that. She's connecting the dots. And that's why she wants to work with Dr. Ross on his next surgery. I think she's going to help bust this whole operation up. And I hope she do, but she, Christy need to be careful because this big business you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that this is going to lead her to Paige. Lord, I hope so. Because Paige, come on now, we need to get Paige back. Because Angela's starting to work my nerves. I like Angela though. A part of me like her, a part of me don't like her. Because she's so damn conniving. That's a gorgeous ass woman, but she conniving as shit. Angela stay up to some shit. Um, cause Jabari is just getting hit from left and right. Like he got enemies coming at him that he don't even like. He just it's one enemy in particular that he know is coming at him, and that's Victor. He could see Victor coming, but the two enemies beside him that he don't see that's conniving and coming after him, it's like, bro, Angela, I would say is his enemy because she's keeping Paige from him, and he doesn't even see that coming. Then you got Levi. Levi wants revenge on him for numerous of reasons. For one, for what Paige did to him, because Paige shot him, damn near killed him. And you do got to remember, I believe back in season one, Jabari did give him that beatdown because the pastor owed the money. So you know he didn't forget about that. So Levi's definitely coming for Jabari, and Jabari, you need to wake up and smell the Folgers in a can because you just got people coming from this way and that way, and you need to, get it together, bro, because they coming for your ass. Um, Upsurge is basically putting a bid on that TV station that he wanted to buy. They bid 50% over asking price. So of course the owner of the station was like, well, shit, I gotta go where the money at, and that's where Upsurge is doing. Shit, they offering the most money. But Angela did make a valid point to the former owner of the station. She was like, if you sell it to Upsurge, Victor is just gonna control it. You know what I'm saying? Victor's gonna control the media for Ella. That's all he's gonna do. Try to paint her in a good light and all that stuff because they're the biggest TV station in that town, the biggest media in that town. You know what I mean? So of course that's a win for Ella. If her dad buys it, then boom, it's good press for her. But Ella's not stupid. She know if Jabari buy it, it's gonna be even more bad press for her. He's gonna come at her even harder. Um, so Victor tried to shut that down, but Levi wasn't gonna stand for it because Levi already made the offer to Jabari. He was like, I'm willing to, buy your share of Upsurge and your board seat. But Jabari was like, no. Jabari kind of squinted his eyes at him like he was a little suspicious of it. And I was thinking maybe he's starting to wake up and open his eyes to some shit, but maybe not. Jabari's smart, but you know how some smart people do. They smart, but they do the dumbest shit sometimes. I'm like, Jabari, think, bro, think. Um, so he turned it down, and Angela was like, there's no other way she can convince him to do it or whatnot. So Levi was coming up with another plan. He was like, well, shit, he ain't gonna take the money from me, but he'll definitely take the money from you. She was like, how I'm gonna come up with that money? He said, obviously, I'm gonna give you the money. He said, I'm gonna loan you the money. So she went to the TV owner to give her the money or whatever. When she gave her that little bag of money, I was like, hold up, how much is in that bag? Because you're buying a TV station. And last time I checked, TV stations are not cheap. I said, how much is in that bag? I'm just saying because that ain't look like a whole lot of money. I mean, to me, that's a whole lot of money. But to somebody buying a TV station, that ain't a whole lot of money. Because last time I heard TV stations are not dirt cheap. It's expensive, expensive. Um, but that ain't look like no expensiveness that she was giving her. So I said, okay. So Jabari ended up buying the TV station and stuff like that. I'm like, Jabari, you about to walk into a whole mess of problems because Levi, and I love the fact when Levi came in there with the champagne and stuff, he was throwing shade. Like he was trying to throw a little shade at Angela by looking at Paige's wedding photo and stuff and bringing up Paige. Oh, she looked good in her wedding dress. So Angela had to clap back and was like, "Oh, ain't that the same type of dress that Christy wore on y'all wedding day and all that?" I love the little shade that they were throwing back and forth at each other. I said, "Go ahead." I love me some Angela. I have a love hate relationship with her because she's so damn conniving, but she makes for good TV though. She definitely does because her ass and Levi stay plotting, especially Angela. Angela mind moves a mile a minute. She's always plotting on something. Um, Daddy Victor not playing though. That's all I gotta say. Daddy Victor did not come to play in Cyprus. That man is raising hell in that town. Um, he even had to put Rex on notice and let Rex know because Rex sitting there pulling out his little water pistol, his little skirt, and trying to threaten Victor, talking about, oh, if you don't get up off my property. Victor was like, bro, if I find out you had something to do with my son's death, he was like, bro, you gonna need way more than that gun to stop me. I said, I know that's right, Daddy Victor. Victor ain't playing no games. Now he's starting to mess with Rex business and shit. You know Rex ain't having it. But I think Rex and Leona met their match with Victor. They definitely did. I think they definitely met their match with Victor. I was so shocked though when Leona told Ella that she and her was sister and not mother and daughter. I said it's about damn time the truth done came out finally. And she was so shocked to find out that they were sisters. Like, and she had to let her know. She was like, bruh, stay away from Victor. Let me tell you something. Victor must be a major devil. He must be as bad as all get out for Leona to be shaken. Like, Leona looked scared. And not only that, she packing her bags and she leaving town. Because she was like, she ain't about to run into that motherfucker. She said, absolutely not. She said, I ain't about to run into that bastard. I was like, oh my God. For Leona Bird to be shaken and not stirred, she's shaken and not stirred. I'm like, listen, he must be the devil incarnate for the devil herself to be afraid. Like, he must be way worse than Leona. Like, even Rex picked up on that shit. He was like, damn, he must be worse than your ass for you to be packing up, leaving and shit. I said, for real. Because Rex was like, shit, you ain't about to go nowhere until you let me know all about him. She was like, I need to know. He was like, because I need to know what I'm dealing with, like who I'm up against. And she pulled out her gun on Rex. Rex was like, bitch, you must be crazy. Pulling your gun on me. Um, Lady Bird wasn't playing. She was ready to shoot Rex a little ding ding off in a minute if he didn't move his ass out of her way. Because she was like, you ain't about to hold me up in here. I got to go. She was like, shit, if you want find out about Victor, you better find out on your own. And you better make sure that Ella's safe. Because he's sitting there talking about, oh, how you gonna leave and not protect Ella? She was like, shit, I've been protecting Ella her whole life from that crazy ass man. And that man is crazy. You could look all up in his face and his demeanor and tell he's psycho. Um, because when she was telling Ella about it and stuff, she kept telling Ella, like, do not trust that man. He gonna drag your ass down. Because she was like, whatever Victor can't control, he destroys. So if he feels like he can't control a situation or he can't control a person, he will destroy it. He will destroy you. And that's what she's worried about. Um, I did love her new place though, you know, that Leona bought and stuff, because she let Ella know. She was like, shit, I got assets that you don't know nothing about. I love Leona because she keep a little ace up her little sleeve. I love that chick. She crazy as all get out, but I love her though because she keep the messy coming. Um, so anyway, Ella meets up with Victor at the damn restaurant, and he gonna tell her, "Oh, you 8 minutes late." She was like, I had a meeting with the council or whatever, the city council, and it ran a little late." She said, "I am the mayor of this town." He was like, "And I'm your daddy." I said, "Oh shit." He was giving me Joe Jackson vibes. I said, "Oh, he looked like he'd just take his belt off and whoop your ass like the minute you talk back to him." That's just that's the vibes he was giving me. He said, "I'm your father. Don't be late with me." That's how he was talking. I was like, okay, all right. Ella better be careful of that man. And then the little reporter from the TV station come up in there, Joy, with her little tape recorder asking all type of questions and stuff. And Daddy Victor was like, "Look, I'm her father. I'm the CEO. I'm the chairman of the board of Upsurge, Victor Thompson. I'm Ella Daddy. Now get on, go on." He was like, "Go run your story." That man, let me tell you something. Victor gave up that information a little bit too fast. I said he got a trick up his sleeve because he gave that reporter way too much information way too fast and too soon. I said, nope, he up to something. But he rented out the whole damn restaurant, though. I said, look, with this COVID going around, that's the type of time I need to be on when I want to go eat. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to a steakhouse and something. I'm about to rent that bitch out. I'm about to pull out the good credit card, too, and be like, Garcon, I have your best wine. And we gonna charge it to the credit card, but we ain't gonna pay for it though. We just listen. I ain't got Daddy Victor money now. That man, he done rented out the whole damn restaurant. So okay, Vic, all right now, long money. Um, but yeah, Victor not playing no games. And then when freaking Angela and Jabari walked up in the station, Joy asked, I believe that was Joy. Her ass was on the ground, dead. I said, what the fuck? I wonder if Victor had something to do with that shit. I said, did he kill Joy? Did he have her killed? Because Victor a crazy somebody. And then he basically told Ella that he wanted her to go to the private sector. He wanted her to leave her mayor job and be the CEO of Upsurge. That's what he wants. So if Jabari sells his stock in Upsurge and his board seat to Levi, either way, Levi or Jabari gonna have to work with Ella because she gonna be the CEO. And you know Jabari gonna be pissed when he hear that if Ella takes that position. He gonna be tight. And I already know Levi not gonna be happy about it. Um, he's definitely not. Like one way or another, he ain't gonna be happy about that shit. I can already tell. Ain't no way. Either one of them, they're not gonna want to work with no damn Ella. Ain't no way. Ella gonna take that company by storm. She come up in here, she gonna be making all type of demands. She gonna be like, nope, I want it this way, that way, this way. Ella not gonna be playing. Because Jabari already done came up in Victor. Victor be treating Jabari like he just gum stuck under the bottom of his shoe. When he came up in Victor's office, busting up in his office, Victor was on the phone. Victor looked at him when he came up here like, I know this motherfucker did not just barge in my office. He said, hold on, let me call you back. Let me go handle this trash up in here. Let me call you back. He said, he looked at him and he gonna sit here and try to go off on Victor because Victor was trying to buy the damn TV station. And Jabari was like, how you gonna take my ideas and try to use that shit? And he basically told Jabari, as long as you're an employee of Upsurge, he said, read your contract. He said, we basically own you. He said, the company owns your ass. And he, mind you, he pushed the little button underneath his desk to call security. And security was trying to jack Jabari up, and he said, we own you. He said, now get this, he said, get this street thug up out of my office. He be treating Jabari like pure D shit. Like pure shit. I was like, oh my God. He be treating that man like trash. Victor don't give two fucks about Jabari. Like he really don't. He be treating Jabari like he's just a mosquito that keep buzzing in his ear. Like he got to keep swatting his ass away. But yes, this episode was definitely the shit as usual. I freaking love Saints and Sinners. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all all thought about this episode, man. I will see y'all all later. Have a great night. Peace.